talk a little bit about balance, knife balance. I mean, when it comes to collecting knives to throw, and when it comes to throwing knives, knife balance. Knife. Another the railroad spike knife, right? Allegedly made out of a railroad spike. Cost me a little over $20. This knife balance, that's the center of mass. I mean, what is a perfectly balanced throwing knife? Obviously, I always heard people that really didn't know what they were doing say that a perfectly balanced throwing knife should be balanced right in the center. Like it's a center from the point to the butt end of this knife. Let's say it's right here. Well, if it's perfectly balanced, it should balance right there, right? Well, that's malarkey. That's a bunch of bull. Again, look at the knives of Gustav of Caris. Here's another picture of Gustav of Caris's throwing knives. Do those knives look like they're a little heavier in the blade or the handle? I would say they're definitely, their center of balance is way up the blade, unless he's got a bunch of lead packed in that handle. Fairly small handle on those knives. I'd say they're custom jobs that he had made, probably had a blacksmith make them. It's from like around 1890 to 1910, something like that with this guy. And again, the great Throzini, his throwing knives, picture of those. They're obviously not balanced right dead in the center, you know, between the butt and the tip of the knife. So the balance of a throwing knife actually is you, your arm, your hand, your mind. You determine the center mass of a knife. You don't need to do this. You know, you don't need to do this to figure out the center mass of a knife, which would be pretty much right there for this knife. For this knife, the only partial tang knife that is a good thrower is this Air Force pilot survival knife, because this is tempered soft so as not to break. Center mass of this knife, well, pretty much the same almost. Probably because of that great big butt end on it, metal. Otherwise it wouldn't be. I guess I just wanted to say that your mind, your arm, your hand determines like a scale what the center mass of a given knife is. You know, a few hefts and you've got it figured out, you know. Just a few hefts and you know where it's at. So the more you throw, the more you practice, the more not only are you going to be, you know, learning the other things of how to spin it right, how to hit your target accurately, but you're also going to learn how to instinctively figure out the center mass of a knife so as to get it to do what you want it to do in the air between you and the target. So I just wanted to point that out. Don't be thrown by, when you buy knives, that people saying, well, that's not a perfectly balanced knife. It's bull crap. You're the balance. You determine. All knives are perfectly balanced. It's whether or not you've got it figured out, and you will. Practice again, practice will hone that skill. The deer flies around here. About ready to start throwing knives at these deer flies. I just wanted, that's kind of a short, I just wanted to impart that perfectly balanced throwing knife. You're the one that you determine the center mass. That's another argument. If you want to get really good throwing a knife faster, don't do like Sergeant Shank, where I've got a whole bunch of different knives I throw, where every time I pick up a different knife, I got to make a new calculation on where the center mass is, how to get it to spin the way I want. which is why I do it, because I just like the challenge. You know, when I started throwing knives, I wanted to be able to pick up any knife and throw it real well. But if that's not your goal, buy all the same type of knife, at least the same length, pretty much the same weight, you know, the same type of knife. Just buy a whole bunch of these if this is what you like to throw, and you'll learn it quicker. But then again, you know, it depends upon why you're throwing, for sport or who knows, you know. Okay, that's all I wanted to point out, was the balance is what you determine. It's not the knife, it's you that determines the balance of a knife. A few hefts, you know where it's at and what you got to do, either by the handle or by the blade. Alright, that's all. Class dismissed. Get out of here. Go practice your knife throwing.